Today we're going to be critiquing our old comic book page back in 2015. About to see where Virus originally originated at. So go ahead and strap up your seatbelt, man. Y'all about to hear some important information. In case any of you are familiar of what I'm doing or what I've been planning on doing throughout my whole life, is I want to make comic books for a living. And throughout those years, I did not know that my story was wrong and it was messed up. So today I'm going to actually review it and see how the story is now, because I haven't read my comic in a long time. So let's go ahead and get on to it. This right here is episode 1. I classified them as episodes because I was planning on turning this into an animation cartoon. Yes, I want to be an animator before a comic book artist, but that's besides the point. Episode 1 was supposed to be mainly focused on introducing my character Jordan. Start off of it was on Halloween, October the 31st, and it was supposed to start off with Adam and them with the bull crap. First off, the cover design was not very creative. I mean, the costume designs for the characters are creative, but the name and title I gave it, I called it Diary of the Bosses. I don't know why I called it Diary of the Bosses. That's what my comic book series was named. So I got to work on the title. That's why I had to improve the title. I just copied the title from a book called Diary with Be Kid, if you have heard of that. Also, does this cover make you want to like sit here and read the book? Is this cover like popping out, make you want to just grab this book and just read it right now? Because honestly, at first it did, but now it's not making me want to just pick this book up and read it. So we open to the first page and you can see that it is Jaden. And on the left, you'll see I put Trip or Treat. And I copied that from a YouTuber named Dashi. That's another mistake within my comics. I always copied other stuff. I really made this comics based off of my favorite things in this world. So you're mainly going to be seeing a lot of references and a lot of copying. As you can also see, I was very lazy. I didn't draw the full body, and they're just floating in a blank page. I also didn't draw any backgrounds or even try to attempt to draw any backgrounds. As you keep more moving forward, you can tell that I started to draw a little bit of legs, I guess, and I drew the way I drew the sound effects. I don't think I drew any sound effects. I didn't know. It was so rushed. You can tell that this entire episode is like so rushed. Like, how can you not tell? Oh my god. What I'm guessing is Adam, Jaden, and Owen are the protagonists, and the evil versions of them are the antagonists. And that is not good writing. Let's not get on this house. You guys all know that this is like a kindergarten level type house. Look, I want to start drawing the legs because it's an action scene. So that's when only time I ever even draw the legs. So and then a couple of the pages are torn up. I also didn't properly take care of it. So there's another tip for you guys. Take care of your freaking comic book pages. Moving on to the next episode. I'm going to skip 49 episodes and go ahead and go to the final episode of my comic. This is when I ended my series officially. This is when I stopped making this little block characters. So far, I'm really amazed with the cover design on this episode. This is when I improved dramatically. You can tell a big difference between this from episode 1 and episode 50. It's a big difference. Over the years of making these comics, I actually improved drawing this little blocky style. So yeah, honestly, I wouldn't change this cover. This cover looks it looks more, how can I put this? It has a lot of attention to it, a lot. It really do. Honestly, if I seen this in the stores, colored, detailed, I will honestly pick it up because I like the way that it's showing every character, every arc in this one cover. And so far, I really love this design. So let me go ahead and tell you the story of this entire episode. Episode 50 was going to be the end of the world. It was supposed to be when the Earth blows up, and the main villain is a one-eyed little freak. He was going to be the one who destroys the entire planet. The build up on this story was not very good. It was a terrible start off. It was rushed, and there was no backstory, and it was just rushed. I even made them skip 4 years ahead of time so that they can go ahead and start training. And it doesn't even show that they were training, prepared to fight. How did they even know that the villain was going to even come after them? That's what I was trying to figure out. Why would the villain tell them that they're going to come after them for 4 years, in the next 4 years? Another thing I did not like about this entire episode is that it was literally copied from another show. If I were to publish this exact episode out in the world, I would literally get copied. What is it? What is it? I'm gonna get sued. I'm gonna get beyond sued, fat sued. I ended up copying Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball Z. Oh boy, I know there's a big anime industry out there. The thing that I copied from Dragon Ball Z was the freaking attacks. Literally almost every character is inside this entire episode just used Dragon Ball Z based attacks. Adam didn't even use his lightning. That's how freaking cringy and dumb it was. Oh, and let me not forget about Jordan. Jordan just died off screen. Not died, she just literally knocked out off screen. And don't let me bring up Jay. If you guys don't know any of these characters, you just go watch some of my old videos. I explain these characters. These are one of my, well, not one, all of my OCs. So, yeah. Let me put it in a more simpler term. All my characters were literally off screen watching Adam and freaking Kovic fight. Kovic and Adam are two main characters of my series again, by the way. Adam is literally my OC, so you guys should know him. They were literally the only two fighting the entire episode 50. This entire episode 50. Only Adam and Kovic were fighting. Everybody else was just bystanders, just there to breathe air, which I did not like because I wanted to give all my characters some spotlight. The ending to this is very good, though. I like how creative I was with the ending. I decided to let Jordan use her fire flames to burn her and her friends alive from pure rage. She's in rage and she just can't control it, so all her friends get burned. And then they get teleported out of there, and then they make it safely. And it's another dark ending to it, and I'm going to show you right now. Boom, and this is when I started making panels. The pencil I used was some type of charcoal pencil because I wanted to make dark, crisp lines. And I never use any multi-liner. I just used freaking pencils the entire time. And honestly, it turned out pretty good. I couldn't add any color because I didn't have any skin tone type crayons or color pencils. I just used like the color for the certain powers. Now for the powers, I colored them for sure. But for the skin tone, hair, and all that, I couldn't color that. I just worked with what I had and I just kept going. Everything in this entire story was all created by me. Like, I just used my own imagination, and that's what made it so fun. And right after I got to like half of it, that's when I stopped. I stopped because I realized I wanted to actually make a comic. I really wanted to turn this into a comic. And that's when I started, like, you know, practicing realistic human anatomy. And you can see what all this stuff led up to. It led up to me right now. It led up to these characters that I'm drawing right now. And you can see that it's a fat difference between the way I used to draw back then compared to now. Like, it's a fat difference. So yeah, that's the end of this video. If you want part 2, or I'll make a next part to it, because I got a lot of more pages, guys, and a lot of more critiquing on my artwork. And it's not just this. It's going to be many other critiquing on other stuff. So thanks for watching, guys. See you guys later. Peace.